Hello, Healing Overflow. This is Dr. Toy. Welcome back, y'all. I got a real serious subject, a real serious topic to talk to y'all about. I need my Black woman to pull up a chair, get in here, because I'm talking to us today. Listen, I'm talking to us. I'm talking to myself, okay? Because I have this going on with me, and it took me a while to even record, to even come up on the post, to even, continue to talk to y'all because I've been so overwhelmed. And it's like, I think other people need to really hear about this. So before we get into it, like the Facebook page, Healing Overflow with Dr. Toy. Thank y'all for liking the page and thank y'all for watching. There's so many people watching and contacting me, and it's been wonderful. So thank you for that. Email me. The email's below, and also follow me on Twitter. That is also below. Like our page, WXCN Power Radio. Let's get into business, y'all. I got to talk to y'all. I got to talk to us. Let me quit playing because I've been reading, I came across an article, but it doesn't entail an article for us to talk about as Black women, being burnt out, being Black Superwoman syndrome. What is it? But one thing is for sure, we are working to the capacity that we are. We're overstretched and we're overwhelmed, but we're not saying it. We're not talking about it. We don't really complain. And when we do, it's called complaining. And it's not complaining. It's saying, that we're feeling tired and we're overwhelmed and we need help. But seldom, if you're anything like me, y'all, you don't ask for a lot of help, and there's not a lot of people that you can ask for help. Like, who can I ask for help? Like, seriously, count them on one hand, and it's not even a full finger. You know what I mean? And so when I feel overwhelmed and when I feel tired, it's like, I keep it to myself and I smile and I'm like, what? Get at it. Go get it. What? Make it do what it do. And, meanwhile, I want to fall face down in the bed. I'm tired. So we don't come out and say, I'm tired, I need help. But why is that? Well, this is not just you. It's not just me. This is something that, people are writing about, people are talking about, but we're not talking about it enough. And so I really wanted to talk to y'all today about it. We got to get our act together, y'all, because what it's doing is it's harming us. It's harming our bodies. It's harming our brains. And we're not getting, all that we need if we're not talking about, how we really truly feel. And so I just want to share a couple of things personally, and then I want to hear from y'all too. I want to hear from you below. I want to hear from you in my email. If this is ringing y'all bell, remember that old song, You Can Ring My Bell. Anyway, that song had nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but it's still my jam back in the 70s. If it's ringing your bell and it sounds pretty familiar to you, I want to hear from you. But listen, most of the time people assume that we're okay. Strong women, check up on your strong women. We got the strong Black woman. Okay, yeah, we are strong and we are Black, blackity black. But there's times when we are tired and we're overwhelmed and we are hurting. So to assume that, we're so strong and that we're okay. If you notice the people around us all the time, she all right. She good. She gonna be all right. She's gonna be okay. She's not hurting. She's not tired, or she's tired, but she'll be okay. You know what? That is hurting us. All the, people that really depend on us, like, she'll take care of it. Something's wrong. Let me walk right past that. Do your kids do that? Mama will take care of it. Does your significant other walk past that? Babe will take care of that. You're like, yeah, I will, but wouldn't it be nice if you took care of it for me, or if the kids took care of it, or somebody say, hey, it's done? Wouldn't that be a relief? I was talking to a friend of mine, one of my close friends, and we were just talking about, how she cuts off. She trains herself to cut off what her needs are, right? And she's not relying on anybody to keep going. And she pushes through the odds. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on in her life. It's like, well, I got to find the energy somewhere to push through it. And so that appearance of being strong all the time, even when she's not, just to keep it pushed down, and it caused her to start feeling overwhelmed and sad. And I was like, oh, that sounds familiar, you know? And we could talk because we're such good friends and be like, girl, I'm feeling the same way. What's going on? And it can't be just us. And then I started to dig and started to come across like just more and more like freelance writing and articles and people really saying the same thing. As a therapist, I'm like, that's something that can be absolutely detrimental to our health physically and psychologically. But I'm going to tell you, it don't take a therapist to come up with that. Don't take my degrees or my experience to come up with that. That's some common sense, ladies and gentlemen, right? Um, Health data, okay, widespread health data makes it clear that Black women suffer disproportionately from an extensive range of physical and mental health problems, including obesity, diabetes, hypertension, HIV, AIDS, cancer, mortality, chronic pain. You already know that we have the highest birth mortality out there as Black women, functional impairment, stress, that includes anxiety and depression, PTSD, phobias, somatic complaints, which are in your body. So pains like headaches, backaches, neck pain, stomach, digestive issues, all come from being overwhelmed and stressed, being overloaded. We often neglect ourselves, y'all. I try to take a self-care day. My husband said to me the other day, today, I was on vacation, y'all. He said, today, I want you to take a self-care day. Just take time and don't do anything but you. And I got anxious when he said it. I was like, ugh, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to do that. Wait, did I just admit I don't know how to do that? And I've been a therapist for double-digit years. Right? I know how to do it. I know how to tell y'all how to do it. But for me to do it myself, I'm like, nah. To sit on a couch or play with my dog or read a book or listen to music. Okay, you got about 40 minutes tops for me to do that. And then I got to go. I end up getting off the couch and going to go buy stuff for the house or something and went and bought the kids school clothes. And, it then felt good. Like, oh, that was some good self-care. I'm doing it all wrong. And I know y'all are too. Okay. Raise your little hand. Doing it wrong too. Yeah. But the thing is, if we're not communicating our weariness, if we're not communicating that we need help, it's very foolish, number one, and it's going to wear us down physically and psychologically. How much sense does it make to go to the grocery store and get 10 grocery bags and try to carry them all into the house yourself up 3 flights of steps? It doesn't make sense. You would literally call whoever's in the house or do the boop boop. That's what I do with my horn. Boop boop. Everybody get down here and help me with these groceries. And then I got an attitude like, I did all the shopping. Y'all need to come down and help. Meanwhile, nobody is disputing it. They're coming, But I'm quick to ask for help for that. How much sense does it make to try to struggle and what my dad would call lazy man's load, carry all the bags up the steps? You're going to drop stuff. There's going to be tomato jars rolling down the steps, break in, oranges coming out the bag. It doesn't make any sense. So then why do we continue to go through life carrying multiple sacks on our back, on our front, on our head, everywhere, carrying it to the point of exhaustion? Our legs are quivering like Bambi, newborn baby deer legs, and our arms are shaking. When you have too much weight and you're shaking, it's not okay. And it's something we got to do about that. So, I came up with a couple things just by thinking about this on my own. But for one is we got to confess to one another. We got to confess. Like me and my friend, we talked like, oh, you're doing that. I'm doing it too. So what can we do? Well, we have to let each other know I'm tired and I could use this. What do you need? What do you need? And I have great friends. So it's not like they're not going to hear me if I don't call them, It's just the people are so used to hearing how strong we are. And they just go, you'll be all right. Which we will, but we could use a little bit of help. So warn people, I'm coming at you. You on my list of people to say, I need help and I would love if you could help me. And this is what I need you to do. And be specific. That would be my number 2. So first, identify the people in your village, okay? I got a village, and those are my friends and family. And those are a lot of friends that are just like family that are part of my village, and I can be vulnerable with. I can tell them, I need your help. I need that from you. And two would be very specific about what you need. Like, I need you to come grab my kids so that I can watch a movie by myself, eating a very large bowl of popcorn with too much butter. Maybe that's your jam. Or maybe I just need to rock out to some music for a second and relax and go take a walk, or, whatever it may be. But I need that time, and I need this. And so, for instance, mine would be, I need to hang, because being around people helps rejuvenate me. And so I need to go out. I need to hang. My husband knows in a second, I'll be like, I need a date. And he'd be like, Captain, where you want to go? And that refuels me. And the third I would say is be real with yourself. So set those boundaries and limits about how far you can go. How many plates do you have spinning? I was just on vacation, and I realized, coming back to so much work, I have too many plates spinning, y'all. It's like, how many projects you got to be a part of? I'm not trying to prove nothing to nobody, and certainly not going to press nobody. Don't nobody care. And it's like, that's what's burning me out. And so saying no to people and setting boundaries about how much I can actually handle, even how many meetings I'm going to have in a day, or just because they're virtual meetings, do I have to have them back to back? Like, I got a meeting at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Nobody's impressed, sis. Put some space in between those meetings. It's not okay. And so some of that weight and some of that burden we put on ourselves. And that would bring me to my next point. Is that number 5 or 4? All right. My next point would be, after you set the boundaries and you know your limits, to then know your body and listen to your body. Those somatic symptoms, listen to your body. When I become overwhelmed, I feel it all in my head, in my chest, butterflies that aren't cute butterflies in my stomach. I get that restless feeling, right? Even, when I'm trying to take a break or relax or do self-care, I feel restless. And that's a whole nother topic, y'all. But that comes through generations of what you sitting still for. You're supposed to be busy. You're supposed to be overachieving as a Black woman. You have to do more and above and everything. Yeah, that's true. But y'all, our mothers worked their tails off, and they should have been taking some breaks. They taught us good work ethics. But I'm not so sure we got really good self-care and boundaries passed down. And so we have to remember that if I'm sitting on the sofa and I'm watching TV, that is taking care of business. Okay, that's taking care of business. And that's something that we have to incorporate in our day. And so we have to acknowledge how we truly feel and acknowledge what's happening in our body, because we will have somatic symptoms before we even know what our thoughts are and what our feelings are. And so that would be my next point. Like, pay attention to what's going on in your body. When you feel that pressure and you feel that stress and you feel that overwhelmness, I'll make up any word I want. Then it's time to say, okay, that's enough, cut it off. Now, what I do, which I know you do, high five me, because I know we're in the same boat, is we push past it. No, if I can just get 3 more things done, get more stuff done. It's like, well, what are you doing all this for? And who are you doing it for? Nobody's over your shoulder talking about, yeah, girl, you did 5 more things instead of taking a break. Makes no sense. We do know science, research, that taking more breaks, even if it's a 5 or 10 minute break, actually rejuvenates your soul, it rejuvenates your mind and your body. We know this. This is real. This is true. So acknowledge how you're feeling in your body, acknowledge what your true feelings are. And I think my last point would be stay in the moment. When we bounce so ahead of the moment and think about all the stuff we have to do, we become more overwhelmed. When you're taking a break, stay in the break, stay in the moment, be present in your home, be present in your clothes, be present in your pretty earrings that you got from Nairobi, Kenya. Be present in that. This is my self-care. I love earrings, y'all. But that's something that makes me happy when I put on a fresh new pair of earrings, or when I put on earrings where I know where I got that from, and I'm in the moment. I'm just enjoying what I'm looking like in the mirror, and I'm enjoying the people around me, or my fabulous kids, or my wonderful husband, or my beautiful family and friends that love me. I'm staying in the moment, not thinking about what I need to be doing. It's like, are we ever present? That can really cause us to be worn down. We are Superwoman. We're super women. Yes, we are. But our kryptonite is not being able to share when we need assistance, when we need a break, when we're tired, and then really rejuvenate and fill ourselves back up. There's where the superwoman is formed. I hope y'all got a lot out of this. I got a lot out of it just sharing it with you. Feeling overwhelmed before I stepped up, had a meeting. I pushed my meeting back and said, I got to share this. I got to talk about this. This is important for us. So if this pertains to you, be sure to watch it a couple times. If you know of, a superwoman syndrome, especially with our Black women, share it with them. This goes for any race. For real, we do that. We overdo it, but share it with them. Tell them to like our Facebook page, Healing Overflow with Dr. Toy. That's me. Email me if you're like, amen, sis, this is me. What else can we do? Let me know if these tips are very helpful to you. Also follow me on Twitter and like our WXCN Power Radio. I enjoy my time with y'all. I feel so much better now that I got that off my chest. All done. Love y'all. Keep on healing so the healing overflows on everybody else. All right. Be blessed and peace. Blessings to y'all.